we magically teleported to somewhere else. So, that's fun.
Nothing about us has changed. Our outfit
At all.
exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. No, we had an incident when we were answering questions the last time, so uh, we are going back and answering more questions. We might double up on some because I certainly don't remember everything that we answered the last time.
I have a 4-minute video on my phone that neither one of us really remembers recording.
So
Before we were just like, this is not a good idea.
yeah, we may have gone a little too hard and heavy on the get drunk and high before answering questions part of it, before the actual questions part of it.
It's been a long time since one of us has been high.
A long time.
Maybe we should have been more careful with that second dose.
You're not wrong. So, slightly more lucid this time. We're gonna...
Slightly, but not a lot. You're what?
I'm 2 drinks in. Well, I'm a drink and a half in.
Drink and a half. And I have had 2 decent-sized pieces of my fudge, which is a 9x9 pan of fudge that has 2 ounces in 2 sticks of butter. 4 sticks of butter. So yeah, it's pretty solid shit. And I have like a quarter of the way through my beer.
So yeah. So if we re-answer a question that you've already seen, forgive us. And otherwise, let's see if we can do better.
Okay. Did we answer the what do you masturbate to?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did.
So let's start with that one.
Okay.
Just cause.
Okay, what's my question so you have to answer first? Alright, so this is from Fictionalized. What do you masturbate to? Porn, smut, imagination, etc. Question mark.
Depends on the mood. Typically it is imagination, but if I am talking with someone about things, it is definitely much better than just one person imagining. So texting back and forth or even phone calls, things like that, I have definitely done so. I will look up porn every now and then. And then one of my partners sends me literotica smut sometimes, so sometimes it's that.
Nice. All of the above. Yeah, it kind of depends on, again, what kind of mood I'm in. Like, if I'm like, I get up in the morning, I've got some extra time, and I'm like, let's get some endorphins going, and I'll just like watch one of those like 4-minute videos and like crank it on high and just like be like not done with it, but
You have a goal in mind?
yeah, and it's not like a bring yourself there slowly or touch anywhere else. You're just like, this is my goal. So yeah, I definitely have certain porn I go to for that. Smut, I masturbated to so many books when I was young and sexually frustrated. Because the librarian at my high school gave me my first smut book.
Ooh.
Yes. I was like...
It's a quality librarian.
She was. Mrs. Clark was a solid lady. She really was, honestly. Like, highness aside, that lady was solid. Like, she didn't take shit from nobody. God, I love that woman. But she gave me because I came in and I was like, I just need, like, I don't know, like an adventure romance or, like, something to just kind of, like, zone out on, whatever. And she gave me The Secret by Julie Garwood.
Nice.
And, like, I remember reading the kissing scene on the way home from the bus. And I was like, and I reread it the whole way home. And I was sure that someone was going to, like, I was sitting in the back, but I was sure someone was going to catch me and no.
Very nice.
Yeah. God bless Mrs. Clark. because then I went to my local book exchange and purchased several Julie Clark novels, and it was glorious. I even did a book report on one for class. And
Nice.
focused only on the plot element, which says something for Julie Carwood in 10th grade reading. Okay. Imagination, most definitely. Yeah. On the couch. In the shower. God bless shower heads.
You could do it on a train. You could do it in the rain.
I could do it anywhere. And give it 2 shits. Ugh. Unless there's kids present. That's where
Yes.
that's how I'm like, normally I'm like, fuck it, leave the curtains open, let the neighbors see, and I'm like, except that there are like tons of kids in this complex, and so that's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, a lot of thoughts about my polycule.
And a great many people in it to think about that way, because there's...
Everyone in our polycule is Jesus fuck.
If any of you are watching, good job.
Yeah. Alright, your turn.
Let's see here. Let's skip. I got a bunch of anonymous questions, so I'm gonna jump around.
Or do you just want to do like a shot of like 4 anonymous questions? Because I've got like 4 from.
Sure.
I've got like 4.
Well, I've got a couple of short ones here, I think, or possibly like. There's one we could go on for hours, but it's
Oh,
talk
God,
about a
what's that
mutual geeky interest that you have. And
Oh fuck, Stargate, we're
Yeah.
done. We need to set a timer for that one.
and then we'd
need
look back at it and go,
And
"Oh yeah,
well,
the timer's going."
and we would need it would need to be an alarm, not a timer.
Yeah.
Like this needs to be a 20-minute max video with a 5-minute grace, because anything longer than that takes forever to upload to YouTube
Yes.
from my phone. And then we just put a little disclaimer at the bottom of the video and go, fair warning, this one's literally just us ranting about Stargate. And then anyone who doesn't want to hear that skips over that video.
If this keeps up, I'm gonna lose it. Lose it means go crazy.
What?
3 fries short of a Happy Meal. Wacko! What show? I don't know what you're talking about. We've never seen that before in our lives.
Ever. God, how many times do you think you watched it through? Hang on, wait, we're gonna do this. We're gonna need to set the timer right fucking now, because we're not gonna be able to stop ourselves. Okay, hang on. Alright. Timer. What did we say? 20 minutes?
We've already been going for a few here, so we should probably...
We've been going for like 30 seconds.
I mean, the whole video is more than 30 seconds, though, because we answered another question.
18 minutes.
We probably shouldn't do the whole 18 minutes on just Stargate.
What?
But we will talk about it. So let's go.
No, we're gonna pick a different one. We'll argue about this in a minute. About
We'll do a whole video on us talking Stargate.
Yes.
So
But
that'll
next
be the
one.
that'll be the next one. Yes.
Okay. So what's your other one?
So, what talent or hobby do you have that your followers don't know about?
What? What talent or what?
Or hobby do you have that your followers don't know about?
Oh, I mean, I crochet. I read a lot. I don't know if that's a hobby or a talent these days, but both.
Yeah.
I also cheat and listen to a lot of Audible books.
That's not cheating.
Well, no, but it is different when you read a book. Like, like I'll see posts of like the Dresden Files online, and they keep spelling Karen with a K-A, or it's K-I, I don't know, it's spelled weird to what I would expect it to be spelled, or like a C maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because if you're listening to it, you don't get those little things. And if something's...
Yeah, or like the Lananchi, when I saw that in a post. I was like, the fuck is that? And I was like, Little Nana. Oh! I mean, like... So I am actually slowly building my physical copy of the Dresden Files. So.
Yes, which is good to have on hand, but yeah, audiobooks are fine.
Yes, well, because I do get a lot done. I cook dinner, clean the house, whatever, and so I can do both.
Right.
Which is how I got through the apocalypse. Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh yeah, so reading, crocheting. I like to cook. I like to bake.
Excellent at it, by the
I'm a
way.
good singer.
Did you say you're a pretty good singer?
Yes.
She is phenomenal. And has had, while we were gaming...
Can we not?
Oh no, we're doing it. While we were gaming one night, she started to sing, and I believe William said, and that's the sound of everyone falling in love with Catherine. And it's true.
And it was wildly embarrassing then, and not true then.
Absolutely true then. Although, to be fair, at least some of us were already in love with you. So.
Okay, I'll take that. But I'm not. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if my followers don't know because I've posted a lot about some of the stuff, but I do D&D terrain crafting, and I do leather work and bookbinding.
We're gonna back up a sec.
Uh-oh.
The terrain building is literally like individual blocks that he like with his tiny little like masonry like put into place and built this like huge tower thing that is like the size of one of those massive Lego boards. Made cup holders out of that shit. Ridiculous.
I'm getting better at it. I'll put it that way. I am happy with a lot of the pieces that I've done. But yeah, I've done some bookbinding, made some journals, and I have
So awesome.
done a little bit of leather work, which there's pictures floating around of a lot of that stuff too.
What blog is that again?
Tome and Terrain.
Doesn't that say like Baidu or something?
In the
Oh, in the thing, but not
but
on the
the actual blog name is just Tome and Terrain. You want to do another one real quick?
Yeah. Because this one's kind of cool.
3 pet peeves.
People who undertip wait staff.
That's a shared one.
Especially during all of this bullshit. Like, if you're gonna mask up, like when William and I, like the few times that we went out, wore our masks the whole time, like literally, took it off to eat. But if the waitress came up, both of us would, pick the mask up, cover our face. Not because like, oh God, she's unclean, but just like to protect her too, because she's here with tons of people who aren't wearing masks. And like she, is touching their dirty, like it's just, it's a risky shit, but you do what you have to do to feed your family, so, yeah, like, especially now, tip fucking extra, you do it in cash.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but even not, like, even if it was, she, was a shit server, like, you don't know fucking what's going on, like, you always
Right.
tip minimum 20%. If they did a good job, you tip above that. Like, don't be ridiculous. Can you hold this for a second?
I sure can.
This couch is so deep. I'm like sinking.
It has some
Gravitational property of its own.
something like that.
Oh, plus I'm high, so my natural, like, desire is to just, like, swoop. Oh, which is why I'm waiting for that to wear off a bit before I finish that beer.
Good call.
It smells like, well... Alright, so that's one.
That's one, and it's legitimate. I have one that is... While yes, it is not good, I shouldn't get as worked up about it as I do. But people who grab CDs and DVDs, like, by the data part, grab it around the edges, put your finger through the hole. Don't thumb all over the fucking thing.
Maddie, you're such a dad sometimes.
Ah.
I love that one. I love that one.
It irks me.
Good to know. You probably died a little bit when I had to use my hairpin to get my DVD out of my PlayStation, didn't you?
Not gonna lie, it was not an easy thing to watch.
To be fair, I do put it at the top.
Yes, so I was okay with it. Just, yeah.
Yeah, no, that thing, it gets stuck so many times. Let me think. People who can't parallel park. Or, if I'm with you and you can't parallel park, do a Chinese fire drill real quick and we'll get it right. Because I guarantee you the people behind you are going to be happier that we took 2 seconds to switch for someone who could park to the 5 minutes they're going to have to wait while you vroom 3 times. Or while I slowly lose my mind.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
My aunt taught me to parallel park. And that woman, like, I don't know where she learned. I don't remember. I'm sure she told me, but I'm sorry I don't remember. But, like, that's all we did. We went downtown Harbor Springs and reparked in front of the Woolly Bugger for, like, which was a coffee shop, by the way, which is named after a fishing fly thing. But, yeah. So I can parallel park like a mofo. Even in the monster van that I have, which is saying something. It's like a Pontiac, Montana 8-seater. It's monstrous.
All right. And let's see, one more for me.
2 more for you.
I piggybacked on the tipping thing. I counted that for me too. Okay. People who like aggressively grab children. Like, yes, it's your child, and don't like grab onto their arm and yank a kid.
Unless they're like in imminent danger.
Yes.
Of getting hit by a car or
yes,
something.
to get them out of danger, do what you have to do. But if you're upset with them, deep breath.
Grab and shake.
Yeah. Like, obviously people who physically beat their kids is more than a pet peeve. But
Well,
like, when I see somebody just like grab them and turn them real hard and I can tell they're digging in, I mean, yes, it's like a pet peeve, but it's an indicator of something worse going on where no one can see.
that's true too.
So.
When you are clearly jamming to a song on the radio and someone fucking changes the station before the song is over.
Yeah.
Swear to God. I'm like, bah! I'm like, beep. Another news. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I will cut you. Oh.
Alright, you want to cut this one here and then we can do the Stargate ranting
Yeah.
video next? Alright.